Hey everybody, so we just hit week 27 and all is good. I had my appointment with Dr. Dunham on Tuesday and he said everything looks good. He said that my uterus is measuring out 6 weeks ahead of what a normal pregnancy would be right now, so that's good. And he really didn't say anything more than everything's good. We'll continue going every 2 weeks until I hit 30 weeks, and then we will start every week. I had my ultrasound on Wednesday, and my specialist called me yesterday and let me know that all the fluid looks good, all the blood flow is good through the brains and through their umbilical cords, and babies B and C are sharing like they're supposed to, and so that is great. I will say I've probably hit a point in this pregnancy that I'm really feeling it. I'm really feeling how big I'm getting and how big they're getting. They're extremely active. As you can tell right now, it is raining very hard here in San Angelo, which is a huge praise the Lord. We need the rain. But the amazing thing about San Angelo is that when it rains, it floods. And it reminds me of when I was in high school and at Central, everything flooded. It did not matter what you wore that day. You knew you were going to be soaking wet and cold and miserable. It was awful. But we are thankful for the rain, so we're not going to complain. We have figured out the names. We will be sharing the names. We're still in that process. That will be coming very soon. And then that will be one large relief that we have one thing taken care of before the babies get here. Now, Lord willing, we are believing that God is going to take care of our big thing that we're really waiting on, and that's a house. We're believing that that's going to be happening really, really, really soon. So I'm praying and believing I'll be able to share that with you guys really soon. I make these videos to be transparent and to be honest with y'all, and I'll say today's been a hard day. Not physically, not with the babies, but just emotionally. You know how you have those days, and thankfully they're few, far, and in between. And God really helps me to realize, hey, you're in the flesh right now. And so I try to listen to worship music, and I try to get in the Word. And Austin encouraged me and told me to read a devotion that would be really encouraging about faith. And so thankfully I have, a husband in my life who will encourage me not to stay in my flesh and not to stay in my emotions, but to push through, because I know God has not forgotten about us, and He will not forget about us. And just because I am not appreciating the timeline right now, I have to get past that, and I have to get back to being thankful for the things that we have and thankful for the things that I know are coming. And so that's just been a kind of day, and thankfully my mom realized it, and she's like, you know what, y'all go eat tonight. So Austin and I are headed for a little bit of a date night, which I'm sure those will be few, far, and in between after about 8 more weeks. But we're thankful for the time now. And I just want to encourage y'all, if you have those days where you're struggling and you need to push through, you should have people in your life who are going to lead you to the truth and tell you, hey, it's okay to feel that way for a little bit, but you need to know that God hasn't called you to feel that way. He has something incredible in store, so you got to push through, you got to persevere. And I know back where we just moved from, devastation has hit, and one of the boys who died recently, it really strikes that we're not promised tomorrow. We're not promised the rest of today. And so really, examine yourself. Make sure that you're where you are with a relationship with Christ, where you should be, and who the true answer is, because you're not promised the rest of today, or you're not promised the rest of tomorrow. And I've seen a lot on Facebook lately, people saying, hug your loved ones, tell them you love them. It's true. Don't take advantage of the people that are in your life. Let them know how you feel about them. Let them know that you love them, because you never know what God's timing is. And that's in everything. That includes your life, how long God has you on this earth. And so just examine yourselves. Ask somebody who is strong in faith if you need some help, if you need some guidance, if you're really struggling. And I know some of you back in Brownsboro and Chandler, this is not easy. Listen, if y'all are struggling, find somebody and ask them to pray with you. Don't do this alone. God has put people in your life for a reason and a purpose. And if you don't have that person in your life, you need to examine the people that you're around. And I'm always more than willing to pray with you, pray for you. And that's why, I'm here making these videos in hopes that I can reach somebody, or God can reach somebody through me, using me as a vessel. And so I say that to say, we're at 27 weeks. We have 8 weeks left. Everything is going great. Yes, it is getting a little more difficult. My feet have started to swell, so I try to keep those up and keep those above my heart, so that way they will not swell as much. Since I'm in the truck, I can't really show you what I look like. People have told me I look like I get bigger every day, and you know what, at this point, it's okay. I want those boys to grow, and so in order for that to happen, unfortunately, I'm going to have to grow as well. So you can kind of see the bump is there. It's there, it's real, and they are very active, let me just tell you. So we're excited, we're thankful, we're blessed. We hope that you have an incredible week until I come back on week 28. I don't have any appointments next week, but I will pop on and give y'all the weekly update, and we'll continue to press on. 8 weeks to go, folks. Have a great Friday night.